Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing some seeds, not seed separating, I'm going to be separating some seedlings that I have actually started back toward the end of February. So I'll show you real quick. These are already up out of the ground. There's tomatoes, there's peppers, several things here that's already growing that I'm going to be separating today because I have more than one growing out of each pot. And that's just where I had planted several seeds per pot, trying to ensure germination so that I definitely get at least one plant out of each planting. So some people separate them by just pinching off the extra one. Some people separate them and replant them later. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to separate them and put them in a different pot. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some potting mix, and I'm going to sterilize it because these are going to be in my house under grow lights for quite a while still, because we can't plant anything at least until the end of April. I think our last frost date used to be like May 10th, but now I have noticed that they have changed that average frost date, and it is now April 25th, I think. So anyway, I'm going to sterilize my own dirt. I do have a seed starting mix, but it's a little expensive and there's not very much in the bag. So I've just bought some Miracle-Gro potting mix, and I'm going to sterilize it in the oven. You need to set the oven. They say you need to set it at 180, but the last time I done mine at 180, I did not have good results. It took it almost an hour to reach the temperature of 180 in the middle of the dirt. So I've actually turned my oven up to 250, and that's what I done the last time. And I baked it until the temperature in the very middle of the pan reached 180. Once the temperature reaches 180 in the middle of the dirt, then that ensures that all bacteria, all eggs and larvae and all those types of things that may be in the dirt, it ensures that all of those are going to be killed. It kills all the bacteria. What is left behind, though, are some nutrients, so there is some vitamins left in the dirt for the plant. And that's another reason I like to use just a regular potting mix, is because if you get the Jiffy organic seed starting mix, it does not have any nutrients in it. It is completely sterile. There's nothing in it to feed your plant at all. So anyway, the first thing that I do is I fill up just one of the aluminum pans that you would make like a big casserole in or something. I use one of those, and I put my dirt in that, and then I bake it for about 30 to 40 minutes at 250, and I'll show you that as I put it in the oven. So here's what I've used. I've used this Miracle-Gro moisture control potting mix, and I also have the organic seed starting mix. So I've just poured it in this pan, broken up some of the stuff, and spread it out even. And I'm going to bake it in the oven at 250 for about 30 minutes. Okay, so this has been in the oven for about 30 minutes at 250. So we're going to check on that. I'm just going to stir it around a little bit. And check the temperature. So it's running about 138 to 140, so that's not enough. So I'm going to actually turn it up to 300. That's what I had to do the last time as well. Okay, so the way that you separate them, I just do it over a bowl. You just carefully flip it over upside down while you support the plant.
Who are you talking
Try not to
to?
disturb the roots.
Who are you talking to?
Talking to YouTube folks that want to learn how to garden. And then you just separate them just like that.
I just said to us.
No, I'm talking to the phone. And then you just put them down into a pot, one of the peat pots, and then you add some more soil. And that's it. Okay, and then tomatoes are the same thing, except tomatoes are a lot more resilient than the melons. So, not that you shouldn't still be gentle with them, you should be, but they are a lot easier to handle without killing them. And so you literally do just the same thing. You just separate them. And this one has several in it. Could you please stop? And then you'll just transplant each one in its own bowl. And then you've got 4 plants instead of 1.
If you want my help.
So there is a couple of them. There's a couple of the melons. There's a couple of the tomatoes that have already been separated. And so while we're waiting on some more dirt to be sterilized, we'll just sit here and have a cup of coffee. Okay, so I sterilized the rest of the soil. I left it in there for probably about another 10 minutes after I turned the oven up to 300 and went ahead and separated a few of them. I didn't get them all done. I had to stop and go pick up my grandchildren, but I did get a few of them done. But that soil will keep. I'll just put it in a plastic bag to keep it moist, and like in a little Ziploc freezer bag, a big Ziploc freezer bag rather. And I'll just zip it up and keep it in that until I am ready to do the rest of them. But I will show you the melons that I put in the peat pots. So we are back in the house under the grow lights in the safety of the house tonight. And I still need to do all of the tomatoes. I did get a couple of them done though. But gardening is an ongoing job, but it's a fun job and I love it. And that's it for the day. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. God bless you.